Hello there, lovely people. My name is Sophia, and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. Today I'm renovating an apartment here in the world that came with the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle, Evergreen Harbor. I believe this is in the Conifer Station neighborhood, which is the neighborhood with the train station, and I wanted to use the new holiday objects that we got with the SDX delivery just recently because they are lovely and I was very happy to have them. I was expecting them to be part of the free holiday pack, and I actually thought my game was broken because I reloaded it and couldn't find them when I was filtering by the holiday pack, but they're base game. Very happy surprise because holiday pack is really just another step to getting free content. But I wanted to do a very cozy apartment, and I imagine this was for an author who loves to bake, and they specialize in writing cookbooks or baking books or whatever you want to call them. And I wanted to go for a very cozy and neutral like feeling to this apartment. Lots of beige, lots of brown, and you can see those aprons hung on the wall there. I love those. There's so many pretty swatches. There are more festive ones and there's those neutral ones with the pinstripes, which are lovely, and that bow above the sink. I put a little bit of holiday decoration in this apartment, not too much. It's not overly Christmassy or holiday themed. There's no Christmas tree. But also in this content update, we got those little salt and pepper shakers by the soap next to the kitchen sink, and those are adorable. I am so happy that we have some base game salt and pepper shakers. But we also got a few food decoration items. We got a fruit cake and another cake of sorts dusted with icing sugar in a little display case, which I'll be getting on the dining table, which is also in the kitchen. It's very small in here, but it perfectly works fine. I've playtested this apartment, so you won't have any problems. Some things might be moved around a little bit, but it's fully functional and it'll look essentially the same. But I wanted to clutter up this kitchen a ton just because we got new decorations and I really wanted to use them. And yeah, and also in this apartment, I made a conscious effort to not use the Blooming Rooms kit because I've been using those plants religiously ever since that kit dropped, and it's becoming a problem because I always reach for those plants first. So I really exercised my brain with this one, trying to use plants that I don't really use anymore. So no Blooming Rooms in this apartment. If you don't have that kit, no worries, even though I did use quite a few packs in this apartment, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't use Blooming Rooms. Just for some reason I was feeling like it. But this is that dining space I was talking about earlier, that dining tables from Dine Out, and it has a lovely tablecloth, and I never really used the tables that came with Dine Out. I mostly just used the kitchen clutter from that pack, but no, I used the table here, and those chairs are from Snowy Escape, and you could see me placing a food bowl because I imagine this family had a cat. I imagine this was a 4-sim family, 2 parents and 2 twin girls. I was imagining the girls were tweens or preteens, but we don't have that life stage, so teenagers or kids would work perfectly fine. But you could see me placing that other baking good on the table, and I just thought it was so cute. That display case has so many different swatches, so I'm very happy about it. But this is the master bedroom we are working on, and both sides of this bed are accessible, so you can have up to 2 Sims sleeping in this room. And I really wanted to just stress the cozy vibes in this room. Lots of neutrals, just that little bit of a touch of green with that Snowy Escape chair with the throw blanket. And I also got a vanity in here from Vintage Glamour because I never use the vanities, and I thought it fit very nicely in this corner here. And I also get a cat bed. There's lots of stuff for the cat in this apartment. I didn't give them a cat tree or anything because they take up a lot of space, but you know, they got a scratching post, they got a few beds. This will be a very happy cat who lives in here. And of course, if you wanted a dog, you could just get rid of the cat stuff. But here I'm decorating this vanity with a bunch of different things, some stuff from Vintage Glamour as well as some base game items, like that little vase of flowers there, which is so cute. I used one of the updated swatches of the nail polishes, those neutral colors. I love them. I use that swatch of the nail polish all the time. And I also put a guitar in here because I was imagining this was a home for very creative Sims. I imagined the other parent to be a digital artist, and I imagined maybe one of them was into using the online selling service that came with Nifty Knitting, even though I don't think I used Nifty Knitting in this apartment. So that's a fun idea if you decided to play with a family I had in mind. But this is the hallway coming off from the kitchen. And I made a conscious effort not to overdo the decorations in this hallway because it's very small, and I always feel the need to cover every wall and every corner with decorations. And you know, that's not really realistic. When I go into other people's hallways, they have like 2 things in there. But that's a bit boring for The Sims, so I just tried to dial back. But we are onto the living room now, and I used that lovely, lovely fireplace from Cottage Living, as well as a sofa from that pack, and I will be getting out the fire pokers or fire tools. I don't really know how you call them. It took me a while to find them, but yes, they also came with this update to base game, and I think they're really cool. They're a nice, realistic addition if you want to use them. I have a fireplace in my house, so we have those. We have a more novelty one though. It's shaped like a stand of armor, so a little bit more niche than this one, but the same purpose. And I'm just going to be getting a bunch of decorations on the mantle, TV, and these little mason jars filled with mini Christmas trees, and I sized down these candles from Dine just to look more like tea candles. I don't know, I've never done it before. I saw someone do it the other day, and I don't remember who, but it was a very good idea, so I snatched it, and I will probably be doing this a lot more often. Candles just make a space seem all the more cozy for me in The Sims, so I like to just add them everywhere. We really need a bunch more neutral candles. I would be so happy to get those. But I just raised a bow above the fireplace because we still don't have any stocking decorations in The Sims 4, which I find surprising because they're a very stereotypical holiday decoration, so I was kind of expecting them, but the bows work just fine. They are lovely. The textures on those are so good. But here I'm just putting a chess table behind the couch because it was an awkward space I needed to fill, and chess tables are very useful. There's a whole lot of careers and aspirations in The Sims that need the logic skill, so I just decided to add one in here. And I'm also building in the modern version of the world here, because if you didn't know, through gameplay or cheats you can change the world that came with Eco Lifestyle to be more modern or more industrial, and this is the modern one. So you got modern windows, so if you play in the not modern version of this world, the curtains might look a little strange and the windows might be in slightly different places, but same idea. But this is going to be the office because I imagined one of the Sims was an author, and I get a family computer in here and lots of books because, I don't know, I imagine the Sim wrote cookbooks, which I thought was a really cute idea. I get one of these storage boxes from Eco Lifestyle up on the table there. I always forget that we have those in game, and I've just recently started using them in my own gameplay, and boy, they are a lifesaver. Especially since, like, I take a lot of pictures, and it doesn't really make sense for my Sims to have pictures of Sims 5 generations ago who they've never even heard of on their walls, so it's a good place to stash family memorabilia, in my opinion. So I put one of those in here. And I also got the digitalistic sketch pad, which is pretty much just the digital drawing pad for the digital artist career. It's a freelance career, and I was very happy when we got those careers added to base game. I use them all the time. I just wish there was more options, even though we already have tons of different branches of the freelancer career, including essentially Ghostbusters, which is very fun. But I used 2 base game desks here to create a combined larger desk space, even though I only put 1 chair. I just really like doing that, especially with those tables in particular for some reason. But I also got an easel over here because artist, and I feel like painting is a very well utilized skill in the community. Like, it's very easy to get your Sims to paint for like a lot of money because you get so much money from painting. I had a problem with making all of my Sims paint way too much for a while there. Like, I always had at least one Sim in the household who had the painting aspiration, and I don't know, I just feel like easels are very well utilized. But this is the first bathroom. There are 2. This is the smallest and the most simple. It's a pretty standard bathroom for me. I got the shower tub combo, and that toilet there is from Spa Day. I do believe it's the only object from Spa Day I used in the apartment, so if you don't have that pack, no worries, it'll just be a different toilet. But I just get a plant and a washing basket with some towels on it, and that lovely painting from Snowy Escape with the T diagram on it. I'm not really sure, but it's very pretty and I love to use it. I use it all the time. And this is the other bathroom. This is a 3x3 bathroom, which is my least favorite size of bathroom to decorate. I don't know why. I really struggle with it. I just hate 3x3 bathrooms, but I made one and I decorated it, and I really like how it came out. I don't really do 3x3s very often, so it was fun to do something different. I used that Snowy Escape shower with the matching glass, and I make sure to get the litter box in here, and I just put some modular storage pieces from Dream Home Decorator above the litter box. I really like using the modular pieces in bathrooms or laundry rooms. That's where I use them the most often, funnily enough, even though they're like meant to be wardrobe pieces, I'm fairly sure. But now we are moving on to the last room in the apartment, and this is the kids room. There are 2 beds in here. I imagine it was twin girls, but it could be for any Sims of your choice, and I did imagine it was for tweens, but we don't have that life stage unless you have that mod that came out recently, so children or teens would be happy in this room. You might just want to add a few more child activities if you chose to go that route, but I created a built-in situation by one of these beds here, and imagine this side of the room is for a Sim who really loves animals, who's really bubbly, and I don't know, I imagine they have the cheerful trait, always smiling, they just love animals, probably want to be a vet when they're older. So I put a lot of animal themed trinkets here. We got that cat planter from Cats and Dogs, which is adorable, and the butterfly painting from Base Game, which I never really use. And I just clutter up their desk space here. I sized down an island counter and hid it underneath these, what are those called? Cabinets? Kitchen cabinets? I don't know how this will look with the walls down, because I know kitchen cabinets are prone to disappearing with the walls down. So I'm not sure how it will look like that, but I just get some curtains from Movie Hangout here, and I will be cluttering up the window sills a little bit later, but just adding a scroll above that bookcase with a lovely illustration from Snowy Escape. I love all the different illustration options that came with that pack. They're so pretty. But I do swap out that armchair at the end of this bed for a desk for the other twin, who I imagine was a bit more reserved. They're probably a goth. They would love to have like a black room with very gothic furniture, but they're not allowed to. So their room is just, well, their side of the room is just a little bit darker. I get some like posters for like punk rock and this like James Bond looking one, and that sci-fi looking poster from Get to Work, which I've never used before, but Get to Work has so many pleasant surprises in it. I really like some of the stuff that came with that pack, even though it's arguably a very bad pack, definitely the worst expansion pack, and I hope they refresh it in the future because there's so much potential there. But I grab out a Sugar Skull here. I'm pretty sure that Sugar Skull is called Howard. I love how they all just have really, really normal names. But I just get that desk I was talking about earlier. I get this one from Parenthood, and I get some books and another lamp on here. And then I think I will be cluttering up the windowsills with just a bunch of stuff. Some more animal themed decorations for the animal lover. And I'm very happy that we got an animal loving trait with Cottage Living. I think it's called Animal Enthusiast because previously we only had the traits from Cats and Dogs, which were Dog Lover and Cat Lover, but now we have Animal Enthusiast, which is a lot more vague, which is very nice. I really do love all the stuff that came with Cottage Living, and I use it way more than I thought I would. Cottage Living is a very versatile pack. Like that little pot of flowers there on the windowsill came with that pack, and yeah, I just got a little cat statuette, and here is the other windowsill, and I'll just be getting some kind of geeky decorations here. But we are coming up to the end of this video, and this is going to be the end of videos from me for 2021 because I will be taking a holiday break to spend time with family, and I hope you have a great end of the year. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and I will see you all in 2022. Have a great day!